Hey, what's up YouTube, Jacko971 here today, and I'm going to be doing comparing pay-per-views again. I did one of these a couple of weeks ago. It was comparing WrestleMania 25 to 26. Today I'm going to be comparing WrestleMania 21 to WrestleMania 22. If you guys like these type of videos I'm doing, let me know and send in their requests. I can do documentaries if you want, or pay-per-views, one of those two. But yeah, if you want me to compare any pay-per-view or DVD together, two DVDs together, let me know. Okay, so WrestleMania 21 and WrestleMania 22. I'll just do basically the same as I did for the 25 and 26 one. We start off with the better opener. 21 featured Rey Mysterio taking on the late great Eddie Guerrero. Of course, rest in peace, Eddie Guerrero. WrestleMania 22 had Kane and Big Show defending their World Tag Team Championships against Carlito and Chris Masters. 21 for me wins this. 21 was a really good match to start the show off. The crowd were really into it. It was a good luchador libre type matchup. Couple of good dives outside the ring. Quite a lot of near pinfalls. A lot of nice moves going on in this match. 22's was alright. I mean, it was more of a raw quality match, but it still was a pretty alright opener for the show because the crowd were pretty into it. So I'll probably say 21 wins with that. So 21-1, 22-0. Next up is which one had the better Money in the Bank ladder match. Now both these, in my opinion, had great Money in the Bank ladder matches, definitely. But there was a problem with each. 22, in my opinion, was too short. 21's, in my opinion, got a little bit sloppy at times. I mean, I don't think 21 was the best Money in the Bank ladder match ever. I actually didn't think it was one of the best ladder matches ever, to be honest. But in ways, I will admit it was better than 22's because this Chris Benoit did dive, his signature diving headbutt off the top of a 15-foot ladder onto Kane, and that busted Benoit's stitches open. It was just a sick fall. And also, there's another really awesome move. Everyone was doing a dive outside the ring, and Kane, he just did this massive clothesline off the top rope where he does, but I mean, he went so high, it was awesome. 22 did have some really cool moments, like Rob Van Dam hitting the 5-star frog splash off a ladder, and Matt Hardy doing a leg drop off a ladder. But for me, 21 probably does win with it. 21's had Edge winning, 22's had Rob Van Dam winning, so 21 wins, 2 points to 21, 0 to 22. Next up is which one had the better World Heavyweight Championship match. Triple H defended his World Heavyweight Championship against Batista at 21. 22's had Kurt Angle defending his World Heavyweight Championship against Randy Orton and Rey Mysterio. I'm going to quickly show you some pictures of the World Championship matches after the match. Here is Batista after he won the world title. And here is... oh, sorry, I'll open this one up. And here is Rey Mysterio after winning the world title. So pretty much, there are both two world title reigns here. First time ever, world champions at both these events. So, this is why both these matches are pretty historic. 21's was the main event of the show, 22's wasn't. I must admit, 21's was a little slowish. Triple H did work pretty well with Batista, but it wasn't good enough for a main event at WrestleMania, in my opinion. They did really good, but for me, 22 was probably a little bit more fun. It was pretty short, 22's, but they had so many great stuff going on in that match that it just, in my opinion, was the better one. So 22 wins with that one. 21-2, 22-1. Next up is which one had the better WWE Championship match. WrestleMania 21 had JBL defending his WWE title against John Cena. 22's had John Cena defending his WWE title against Triple H. 21's was just rubbish. I mean, for WrestleMania, that type of world title match just sucked. It was crap, guys. I didn't mind the amount of time it had, because if they had put on a really great match in that time, they had a lot of back and forth action, both men doing a lot of near pinfalls, quite a few signatures and finisher moves going on in the match, I'd have been alright with it. I probably would have given it an alright score, but because they made it so boring, really, really boring, I just hated it. It was so crap. I mean, it wasn't a terrible match, but for a Mania World Title match, it was just disappointing. I'll give it 2 stars and a quarter at the best. 22's was the main event. This was a great main event to me, Probably the most electric crowd I've ever seen. John Cena versus Triple H. What a match they had. Back and forth action. The crowd was so hot into it. They all wanted Triple H to win, but in the end it was Cena prevailing, which really made Cena quite a legendary career because I thought of that win and the one he had 23 against Shawn Michaels. 22's was an awesome main event. 21's was just, it wasn't really good. So 22 wins that one. So 2-2. Next up is which one had the better main event. Practically the same question. Practically the same answer. 21's with Triple H versus Batista, 22's with Cena versus H. 22's won overall, in my opinion. that was a lot better than 21's. 21 scored me like 3.5 stars. 22's was a 4-star match. It was such a great match. So 3, 22, 2, 21. Next up is which one had the better like mid card. Mid card is basically the matches I've talked about. So the opener doesn't count, Money in the Bank doesn't count, and the world title matches doesn't count. So basically, 21's had the Undertaker versus Randy Orton. It also had a fantastic match against Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels. It did feature a women's championship match, which for me was decent for a women's title match. I mean, I'm quite a fan of Trish Stratus's matches. It featured a rubbish match against Big Show and this Samoan wrestler, Akibona, I think. They had a couple of segments, like Piper's Pit and Hogan saving Eugene, so they kind of worked segments at this event, but it worked out okay. 22's had Edge and Mick Foley in a hardcore match, Undertaker and Mark Henry in a casket match, Vince McMahon versus Shawn Michaels in a no holds barred match, and it had a few other matches, but this one had more than 21. For me, 22 probably wins with this. 21 did have a complete 5-star match, Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels, or a 4-3-quarter match. It did have a great match between Undertaker and Randy Orton, but 22's had an incredible match between Shawn Michaels and Vince McMahon. Taker and Mark Henry put together a really good casket match, probably the best Mark Henry match I've ever seen. And Mick Foley and Edge delivered a 5-star match with a bowling table. I mean, how awesome. For me, 22 probably wins with the mid-card. I mean, 22 did have more matches, but I'm just going to go on about them 3. But for me, 22 wins with that. I thought 22 was better. And it had a better women's championship match as well. Trish Stratus and Mickie James was a really good women's title match. So 22 wins with that. And that is, I believe, that is 4-2. Okay. And the final question is which one had the better actual match? Which one had the best match on these pay-per-views? Now, for me, this is very difficult to say because Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels was a completely amazing match. The 22's Edge and Mick Foley was another completely amazing match. I loved it. I loved both these matches. I thought they were both awesome. But only one will win. For me, in a wrestling way, it of course was Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels because that was a wrestling match. But 22's had weapons, which, you know, is a hardcore match, which I loved. For me, I am going to say it's a tie. Now, I know that means 22 gets 5, pretty much. That gets 5, and 21 gets 4. Actually, no, 3, so 5-3. I know I'm kind of like being a bit funny here, but it is a tie. I think they are both the same, pretty much. I know I say that's a 5-star match, and I say that is either a 5-star or 4-3-quarter match, but guys, that was a completely amazing wrestling match. That's why I loved it. So for me, 22 wins, just about sort of, in my opinion. 22 wins, it had the better world title matches, had the better main event, and it had the better mid-card, and it had the tie with the better overall match. 21 won with the better Money in the Bank and the better opener. So it was 5-3. Overall, guys, I think both these events are awesome, but 22 wins with the overall better one. Alright, YouTube, Mike Jacko, nice to send one in today. And, yeah, I have got a new DVD, but I'm not going to show you it yet because I'm ordering another one today, and I'm going to do a bit of a DVD update video when the other one arrives. So, Mike Jacko, nice to send one in today, and I'm out.